video, everyone, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Google Pixel Watch 2 and compare it against the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 and see which particular Google Pixel Watch or Galaxy Watch is a better one for you. Now, these watches are slightly different than one another. I think most of us probably know this, but there are still lots of overlap here. And if you have an Android phone of some sort, these are actually some of the more popular watches that you could actually buy for your particular devices. So if you want to pick either one of these up, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, starting off with the outside of both of these specific watches, you can kind of see that both of them have a lot of similarity, but they're also slightly different here as well. With the Galaxy Watch 6, these specific watches I think look beautiful. On the front, they have that beautiful display, which I really like. It's a flat display, so it doesn't curve or anything like that, which I'm totally fine with. You can kind of see that on this thing. I mean, it has, it comes out in two different sizes. So it either comes in that standard 40mm size, but it does go up to 44mm size if you really want to. The Pixel Watch 2, on the other hand, basically starts at 41mm and it ends there. So there is no there's no different sizes you can choose from. It comes in one standard size. I think in the future, Google's probably going to add another one. Some big things to keep in mind though, that one is kind of a curved glass display, which looks very good. It is a low resolution though on both panels compared to the Galaxy Watch 6. It has high resolution displays. So keep that in mind. But beyond both, I still think the Pixel Watch looks very good. I think that design is very, very good. You have these side buttons on both. You have that little digital crown thing that you can kind of turn on some watches. The Galaxy Watch, not really. But the Pixel Watch, you do have that type of capability. On the back, you have that wireless charging pad that you can basically charge your device from. And that is kind of it on the outside. They definitely look very, very similar in a lot of ways. There's also a little internal difference. With the Galaxy Watch 6, those things start at 16GB. The Pixel Watch 2 goes up to 32GB if you really want to. So I think that's the base storage on all of them. And that's a very cool thing that you have on both, which again, in and of itself is a super nice feature. Now the band structure on both is a little bit different as well. Now for some reason, this year's Pixel Watch, I had a really hard time getting the bands on and off. Last year's Pixel Watch, I did not have an issue at all. So I don't know why this year I had a little bit of a problem. I don't know what to make of it. I guess we're going to have to wait and see what happens in the future, but that was a really weird thing that ended up happening this year. With the Galaxy Watch 6, those bands, I don't even like, I don't like changing the bands out either on that one. So it's both these kind of suffer the same problem. I think the Apple Watch does it the best, if I'm being completely honest with you. But the Galaxy Watch 6, I think still is perfectly fine for the most part. But I think the Pixel Watch is probably the better one. And that is the one that I look at as probably being the most optimal one when it comes down to it for the most part. Now, in terms of that kind of covers it up there. Now, there are so many similarities between both these watches that it's not even funny. Both of them have IP certification. Both of them have up to 24 hours of battery life, depending on which model you get. They both have blood oxygen sensors, gyroscopes, obviously, heart rate sensors, GPS compasses, LTE models on both. Lots and lots of overlap between both, which is so amazing. But I will tell you when it comes down to it, I don't know if there's a particular watch that I think is the better one for the average person. The thing I like about the Galaxy Watch, it seems more like a flagship. I'm able to actually charge my Galaxy Watch from my Galaxy phone, which is amazing. The Pixel Watches don't really have that yet, which is kind of an annoyance. But I think the Pixel Watch with its, the design of that, I think it looks better. The stock bands that you get do give me a better impression. It does kind of feel to me that is the more premium watch when it comes down to it. The Galaxy Watches though do start at a cheaper price at $300 versus $349 on the Pixel Watch. So that might be another thing to kind of keep in mind there too. So I think when it comes down to my side, depending on what you're doing on your watch, for me personally, I'm a very basic user on all my smartwatches. All I'm really doing is checking notifications, doing some workouts here and there, and that's kind of it. If you're in that same ballpark, I think a Galaxy Watch or a Pixel Watch is kind of overkill, to be honest. But if not, I think the Pixel Watch is probably the one that I'd recommend more people to buy, but it is more expensive. I think the Galaxy Watch 6, if you have a Samsung Galaxy, is the one I would highly recommend buying from that standpoint, and that's the one that probably makes the most amount of sense for me to recommend to the average Galaxy Watch owner or the Galaxy phone owner. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.